In Cape Town, I mean, the amount of people that are expected to walk through this exhibition, it's a great thing for Cape Town and South Africa to be hosting WTM Africa, showcasing all the splendors that Africa has to offer. But from looking at what Craig's been talking about, it's not necessarily just Africa-based. I mean, it seems that there are a lot of other countries that are showcasing their tourism things there. And I mean, Dubai, just one of them to mention. Craig, give us a little bit more background about this WTM Africa. Is it the first time we're hosting this actual event?
How long has he got, Yuri?
Leanne, it's actually the third year that Cape Town's hosting this event. So wonderful for the city of Cape Town to be the host city. And interesting enough, it's grown by 18%. So as you say, very important for Cape Town, very important for South Africa, very important for the continent as well. And of course, these world trade markets, we have them all around the world. London is the big one, Sao Paulo, but Cape Town, very, very proud. And I'm here with James Foss, who's the DA Shadow Minister for Tourism. James, what does this mean for the city of Cape Town to be hosting an event like this?
Well, it's absolutely amazing, and it makes business sense for the world travel market to take place in our city. We have wonderful tourism infrastructure and many other type of advantages that puts our city correctly in the spot to be able to host this type of event. There are more than 600 companies represented here at the World Travel Market, and the type of investment that we see as a result of the business networking taking place here just gives us that edge in terms of the type of business networking and all the different type of events that flow out of the World Travel Market. So yes, we're very privileged as a city, but it obviously gives us that advantage to make sure that we do much better every year, and therefore we are very proud to be associated with the World Travel Market.
This year as well, there's 20 local entrepreneurs who get a chance to exhibit, and wonderful. What is the impact for them?
Of course, you have 600 companies represented here altogether. There are 36 international buyers from across the world also here, and having that space made available for young entrepreneurs to be able to network with the big players is a wonderful opportunity, and that's what tourism is all about. It's about the value chain and bringing more people into that value chain, and therefore we're actually very proud that the World Travel Market has made provision for those entrepreneurs, those people that want to get into the tourism industry, to be able to come here and also showcase and network with all the other players.
Just also, James, the importance of the tourism industry, and maybe you can give us some stats as an economic contributor and job creator. We know how important tourism is. Maybe you can give us some stats, how important it is for the economy.
Yes, certainly. In the Western Cape, tourism contributes about 18 billion rand to our economy. It created more than 200,000 jobs, and we wish to add another 100,000 jobs in the next year as a result of the type of tourism investments that we are making in our city and in our province. For example, the Cape Town International Airport will be expanded. We are also busy with the rollout of the new Cape Town dedicated cruise terminal. So those are the type of investments that we are making in our city to actually use those as the game changers. Now, also what is of importance is that the International Convention Centre will also soon be enlarged, because since the opening of this convention centre, it has contributed more than 22 billion rand to the Western Cape economy. So these are the type of economic value that we see as a result of these type of projects, and definitely tourism, travel and trade are the big money spinners, the type of investments that we are making, because it makes business sense. We need to create more jobs, more employment opportunities, more entrepreneurs, and the conference centre itself plays a very important role as a strategic investment, as a strategic asset in the larger scale of things. To give another example, the Western Cape regards business conferencing and business tourism as an important part of our economy. In the last 5 years, we've secured more than 120 bids and conferences to take place in the city and in the Western Cape, and the economic value of that is more than 25 billion rand.
Just also one of the spin-offs of the whole travel market here, you were talking about the route and going up the west coast and getting to smaller towns. Maybe just something about that.
Yes, something that's very close to my heart is the the regeneration of small town economies. We really need to pay more attention to those small towns in terms of the type of economic investments that we make. We know that agriculture and tourism is an important part of our economy, and therefore we are also developing more routes to have people visiting these small towns so that we can advance and boost the job opportunities in those small towns by having more routes developed so that we can connect all of those small towns and the different type of activities. There are many products on offer in those little towns of our country. So our aim is to do more product development so that we can get them market ready, so that we can then market those destinations and get people to visit those small towns. South Africans need to experience their country. They need to explore their country. We know that affordability and the limited geographic spread are maybe the two biggest hurdles in the tourism industry, and we would like to have more routes developed so that we can overcome the limited geographic spread so that people can visit those corners of our country. There are many different segments of the market. There is adventure tourism, medical tourism, business tourism. So these type of objectives will speak to all of those different markets.
James, thanks a lot for your time. That was James Foss, who's the DA Shadow Minister for Tourism. So wonderful time here at the Cape Town International Convention Centre. As we say, the WTM Africa 2016 started on Wednesday. Today again it will be, and then ending tomorrow. And a wonderful opportunity. We know how important travel, tourism is to South Africa, to the African continent as well. It's a wonderful way to bring the world to Africa and take Africa to the world. It's been wonderful for you guys to join us here in Cape Town, and it's been wonderful to be part of the Morning Live team once again. From Cape Town, it's back to the studio in Johannesburg.